I also turned up the gain on the audio because I realized it was so low I was having to crank it up like 12 decibels.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeepers.
I don't really know what I was doing there.
Let's crank it up.
Oh man, I'm so hot.
Dude, that's nice to hear. That's good, dude. You know, I'm sure this question gets asked a lot, but do you think Iron Man in his suit, do you think it's comfortable in there?
I would assume so. Yeah.
What do you think's in there? Because I've wondered, like, it's metal on the
Padding.
outside. Does he have, like, nice memory foam padding in there? And if so, does that get sweaty? Does he have air conditioning in there?
I think he has AC.
He has AC in his suit?
Yeah.
What
But
if-
not heat.
What if the AC malfunctions and forces his suit to explode?
Well, AC doesn't ever explode.
What do you mean?
My allergies are bugging me. Can you grab me that? The napkin?
Oh, I think we're at the Mountain Dew. Can you grab that empty bottle? It helps me.
Thanks. I need to blow my nose. Ooh, we got some skill points. Lasers.
What are we gonna buy?
I'm gonna do this. Fire a focus laser. That
Nice,
I
dude.
like.
Lasers are cool.
I like that. I like that.
Garth.
Oh, do we have anything? You know, I really am still going to keep going on the fact that if you just hold L2, it equips the best thing, really defeats the entire purpose of a gear system.
Yeah.
There's no point to
Honestly, it doesn't even really work all that well all the time either. Sometimes it'll do the wrong thing.
it. Yeah.
Not as far as the number, but just like the rarity of the gear. Choose the rarer one, you know?
But what if the
'Cause
rare
there's
one's
perks.
not as good?
No, but it is, though. If it's the same number, it'll be great.
Will it, though?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. This sucks.
So now I'll equip that. You can hear the PlayStation going crazy in the background again.
Yeah. Well,
I hate
there's
that
so much
so
to
much.
process with this game. You know, the graphics are 4K.
Is there?
It's really hard.
I hope eventually there's a way to solve that, because it's so bad.
I know. How do you unlock all those suits?
Sorry.
Do you just have to do the Avengers Initiative?
Well, you played the game. You don't know that?
No, I think it's got to be the Avengers Initiative. It's hard. I really have not unlocked that many suits, and I beat the game.
Acquired from the cosmetic vendor aboard the helicarrier.
Deciphering
Patterns. Hero level 50.
Ooh,
That one's cool.
that one is really cool. So yeah, you just got to play the game, I guess.
For that one.
I didn't even read. There's descriptions there.
Deciphering patterns. Is that all post-game stuff then?
Must be,
I do
yeah.
want to see, isn't there a vendor back here? Or is, he's not here in the campaign. Never mind.
No,
It's in
no.
the initiative.
Yeah. You
Okay,
see it
well,
better.
we might as well just head out on the mission. Because there's nothing else to do.
Let's see what's next.
You know, for a game that really seemed to be open, it seems very linear.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, you can go out and do whatever missions whenever you want to do the missions.
If you've unlocked them.
If you've unlocked them. That's the trick.
Let's just go to
Oh,
it.
you're doing it on difficulty normal. A bold move.
What are you supposed to do it on?
Sometimes I did them on easy if I was feeling a little cheeky, a little lazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I should probably do this so I can hear you better.
It doesn't affect your rewards, I don't think.
Really?
Maybe it affects your XP, but like I don't think it affects your rewards.
Yeah, they didn't really do a very good job of incentivizing much so far.
Not really, no. Dude, you know what kind of bummed me out recently?
What a drink. I had some water there. What bummed you out? Let me know.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. How was that water?
Fantastic.
That's really cool, dude. So Disney Plus, that Mulan thing, we were tempted to watch it, and then it was like, oh, you need to pay $30 to watch this along with your subscription. So you have to pay $7 a month. And then if you want premium access for your good old Mulan movie, the new one, it's $30 additional dollars. Or you wait till December, and you get it for free. As
Yeah.
part of your subscription.
Why wouldn't you just watch it then?
That's what I'm saying. But that's stupid, though. I think. Why wouldn't you just release it in theaters?
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%. Well, I have a hard time believing they made more money off putting that on Disney Plus than on a theater. Because everyone I saw talking about that movie was like, I'm not paying for this.
It's expensive.
Silly.
And
Also,
here's-
I like this suit. It's just like so thrown together.
It is, yeah. Well, kind of looks. It's like the first one.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Mark 1.
Yeah.
Or Mark 2, I
The
guess.
MCU. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's. I get what they're trying to do, and I think you could sell it a bit easier if you had it at like $20 or even $15. Because here's the thing: if you go to a matinee at a movie theater, you can get into the movies probably $15 a piece. If you buy concessions, you're maybe getting closer to that 30. Or if you don't, or say, a lot of people do, sneak in goods to said movie theater. You're paying $15, $20, and you're getting the movie theater experience. It's like a fun date night. You're going out. You're having a good time. This is just, hey, you can watch this brand new movie for $30, or you wait, get it for free later on. Movie theaters are different. Well, like if you have the movie out, you go see it. Otherwise, you get access to it later on DVD for like $20, $35 if it's 4K, you know, that kind of thing. So I just think it's dumb the way that they did it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I completely agree with you. I don't even have, like, any defense of it. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Just in general, because it was such a bad idea. And to think that that would be... I mean, maybe it was successful, but to think it would be majorly successful was kind of silly.
Well, it's a bummer, too, because, like, the theaters need every movie that they can get.
Disney doesn't care.
Not at all. And I think that's kind of a problem. It's like, I want theaters to stick around, and I think a lot of people do. I think theaters are a really fun place to go. I enjoy going to movies as much as possible. It's obviously been tougher this past year to go, but before all of that, I was probably going to 2 or 3 movies a month. And even if I wasn't like super stoked, I just like going to the movie theater. And I think you're kind of the same way. Like you like.
Oh, I love theaters.
Yeah, it's super. It's just a fun experience, and to go with friends, or to go with whoever. It's a good time, and so I'm kind of bummed that I get trying it out, I guess, especially with COVID and everything going on, but it charged $30 on top of the subscription fee. I mean, say, for that, you'd be paying $40 that month to get, obviously, all the other content from Disney+.
Plus one movie.
Plus one movie.
Also buying...
And it's the digital copy. It's not even like it's just a digital copy. It's not like you're getting the physical 4K, like a steelbook or anything like that from Best Buy, you know? You're not.
I know.
It's just a digital form of it.
That's what's funny is that you can buy the physical version of it and resell it if you want to later
You might
on.
want to hurry and just get to the place. You only have 30 seconds.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, there's a time frame. Go, go, go!
I honestly was not paying attention to that at all.
That's right. You got a chance.
You know what I was looking for? These. Oh, wait, no, that's not a box.
Oh, no!
Go, 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 go,
Oh,
go.
it might be tight. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's why you pay attention. I was listening to your riveting story.
Thank you so much, dude.
Like you were
thought it
telling
was
a story.
riveting?
Yeah, you were telling a story. I was like, ooh, I'm into this. I like this.
Thanks, dude. Wow.
You know, we're gonna probably have to redo this.
Hey, that's all right. No, I think you did it. You're there. The timer's gone.
Really? I went right through that thing.
Yeah, you played around for.
What do you mean no? Why did you say no?
No, you did fail. I'm sorry.
So I thought you said the thing was gone.
It was, and then I guess it came back.
Okay, well, so you know what I was doing? Here's the problem with this game. I'm gonna blame the game.
I like that.
Here's why. The last mission that I went on, they encouraged me to just walk around the forest and look for boxes and stuff like that as well as I did it. And
Yes.
the mission before that, just go, find some stuff while you go. Here you go. Now all of a sudden it's like, by the way, we've got an arbitrary time limit on you. Why? Why out of nowhere is there an arbitrary time limit on me?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to spice up the missions, I guess. This mission is kind of cool if you are just trying to avoid stuff the whole time. If you
You're saying if I just go right through it?
just go right through it and like the stuff is shooting at you, you're avoiding it. That is where it gets kind of cool.
Except that you're so slow with this suit that it's not actually that.
Yeah, and part of the problem is too is I wish the flying mechanics were a little bit better. I know we talked about this before, but like they would have taken a page out of even Lego and how they did the flying in their newer games. That would have been great, dude.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better.
This is unfortunately a bit wonky for my taste.
Yeah, it is weird. Also, wait, what?
That's really cool.
Wait, did you see this? I've entered Christ mode. It is I have returned to Earth. I am back. What have you been doing with my father's house?
You're a god. Stop
You're a
right
god,
now.
Harry.
Get down. What are you doing? No, make it stop.
Wait, it froze. Oh no.
Get out of there.
Oh no, it
Oh,
ended.
you fixed it. I hated every minute of that.
I loved every
Oh, that
minute
was
of that.
incredible.
Oh no.
What a
no.
show.
I want to do that again.
You did enter Christ mode, dude. You were just
Dude,
levitating.
seriously. I was like, I have ascended.
Kneel before God.
Alright, let's just take these guys
No,
out. They don't know who they're messing with.
Oh, no, no.
Alright, you don't know who you're messing with, buddy.
No, you don't like this. I don't even know who you're
I just
messing
fell
with.
down.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
Does this do anything to the red? No.
Nope.
So how do you defeat these guys since we take 20 years to play in between every part?
So these guys, you just need to hit basically. Just give them the business. I just kind of, muscled my way through
Get
it.
out.
Ooh, you're in danger. You're dead. You're dead. You died.
It's because I lost Christ mode.
Yeah, dude.
That was like the Avatar state.
Dude, it was. I have never seen anything like that. That was incredible.
Well, this game has a ton of glitches, and that's one of the big problems with it. The first patch they released that I remember post-game, they were like, we fixed over 100 issues. It's like, why did you have over 100 issues? Why'd you have them? Why were they there?
It's like COD, dude. Like that COD video you made. And they got mad issues with that game, too.
Trying to see if I could break this again.
Please, let us go into alpha mode.
I can't. Christ mode was apparently a one-time thing.
Well, it was cool, and I'm glad you did it.
Can you eventually do that unibeam thing longer?
I think if you upgrade your stats, yes. Not for crazy longer, but I think you can add a few seconds at a time.
Okay, I gotta be honest, I know I'm gonna be terrible as him, but playing as him might be my favorite so far.
Really? Is Iron Man?
Iron Man or Kamala? Hulk's probably my least favorite. He's like okay.
Hulk's kind of tough, to be honest with you. Like he's fun, he does some cool things, but like his I've noticed his super isn't quite as fun either. It's just him doing the thunderclap, which is effective, but it's not as fun as like Kamala. You turn into giant Kamala. You get into the Hulk Buster with Iron Man, and the other ones are pretty cool too. So it's just I think Hulk's is probably the lamest super, in my opinion. And I wish they would have done a little bit more with that. But it's hard because Hulk it's just strength is what you're going off of, so there's really not a really unique thing you can do with his super, I guess. But
well, especially if you're going with just straight up normal Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, there's variations of Hulk that you can do more with, but they just went with Hulk.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's tough.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna top that. The Christ mode.
No,
I don't think we're topping that.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was actually kind of cool looking too for a second there.
Oh jeez, did you ever have any like big glitches while playing this game?
I got stuck inside of a robot once. Like I was
really?
physically stuck, could not get out of it.
In one of these aimbots?
No, it's one of the
Later
big
on.
bosses later on that you face, yeah.
Okay.
And I was physically, it sat on me and I couldn't get out of it.
Oh.
Forever. And it wasn't moving. It's like you had to do a certain amount of damage in order to get onto the next part of the boss fight.
But you couldn't.
And it sat on me, so I couldn't move. So, and I couldn't even restart either, like wouldn't let me restart out of it. So
My other issue with this game, by the way, is that there's tons of places you can go in, but nothing in them when you get there. You know what I mean? Like that little room I just got in there, there's nothing. You know, so it's like, why? This whole area, wide open, massive, nothing here. Why? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, what I kind of wish that they would have done with this game is I like the idea of the war table. I like that they've got a lot of different areas that you can go to. The problem that I started to have is that you see a lot of the same maps over and over again, especially in the Avengers initiative, and it gets to a point where like you're kind of just doing the same things over and over again in different sections of a map without it really being connected. Like you're going to a bunch of these different places in different levels, and it just gets kind of, I guess, repetitive at times, you know?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Also, my neighbor was weed whacking, so if you hear that, sorry.
Literally. I quite agree, sir. It's safe to say Dr. Tarleton would relish the chance to dance on your grave.
Thanks, Jarvis. Now I'm stuck with a mental image of George doing the robot on my headstone.
Apologies, sir. If I'm correct, the dropship should be just up ahead.
Well, this place looks homey.
Alright, also, have you noticed how a lot of the
This amount of
dialogue
is
doesn't
somewhat disturbing.
matter?
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because actually the voice actors are pretty good. They've got a stellar cast on this
Can
thing.
we confirm? Where the hell is my dropship?
What the heck? And a lot of pop-in?
It's kinda
Oh,
just
jeez.
silly.
The dropship was moved to a more secure location ahead. We can't get there before it takes off.
We can if we overcharge the suit by 300% and take the direct route.
Sir, you might literally explode, and that canyon is treacherous.
Sure, but I feel the need for speed. Do it, Goose, and play something fast.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Go, dude! This is kind of cool.
But is it something copyrighted?
Oh, we might have to mute it.
Better not be. Hanging downtown with Tony Stark. Yeah, I'm out after dark.
Yeah, that's
Jarvis,
too.
he's here. We like him.
Oh.
He is cool. I gendered him. Oh no. He's an AI. Will I get in trouble?
You've been canceled.
I just hit a wall, Jarvis. Don't hit the rubble. Yeah. Yeah, my name is Tony Stark. That rhymes with malark.
Oh.
Malarkey is something I will not allow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on my way to go there. I just ran into the thing
not
that told
great.
me to
Yep.
go there, and I didn't. I did what I was supposed to and got in trouble for it. Now it's time to keep going.
Still
I
on
don't know
pitch.
if this copyrighted music is gonna be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Pepper Potts is hot, but she sells some really weird stuff in real life.
That's
like
cool.
a weird egg that you put in your pussy. It's actually odd. You should look it up. It's really weird. She has a weird brand of stuff. I think the game just froze. Oh,
They
wait,
did
L1 to use an EMP, which is literally illegal and a war crime. Why do I have that?
What's an egg? What do you mean an egg?
I've scanned the dropship and it contains the needed parts to repair the Chimera's fabrication machine.
Excellent. Let's check in on the kids and head home.
No, seriously, it's like this weird egg-shaped rock thing that you put in your vag, and it's supposed to remove toxins and stuff, but I guess, allegedly, people have gotten infections from it and stuff.
Dude, I bet you there's like a chip in there that tracks what you're doing.
So it's bad.
What, they
What
get
are you, Alex
infections?
Jones? I bet there's a chip in there that tracks what you're doing.
Yeah,
She's
dude.
part of the globalist estate.
I'm just saying, dude.
All I'm saying is that Gwyneth Paltrow, we have to screw the globalism out of her.
She's a dark elf, dude, is what I'm saying.
Dark elf.
We'll all be in new threads soon. The fabrication machine should be back online.
That's still, I don't know if that got canceled yet with the whole Joe Rogan thing, you know, as the Spotify thing was going bad. But, like, that is one of, if not the greatest podcast ever in the history of podcasts. Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, Eddie Bravo. It's 4 hours of brilliance.
Oh, I loved it.
gotta check it
Choke
out.
me, come on, choke me. Choke me out, I want you to do it.
Come on, Bravo.
Put me in a chokehold, you pussy. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I don't know. I mean, like, people were mad that Joe Rogan moved to Spotify, but reportedly, like, he was less in danger of losing money on Spotify because YouTube is, like, strict with what they want you talking about, which is a problem with the platform, frankly. I mean, like, I love YouTube. We haven't really had many problems with it because, I mean, to be honest, a lot of it is now, if your jokes are not too edgy and you're not hanging out with people that are called alt-right or controversial, even if they're not, like Jordan Peterson, right? I mean, that dude is not alt-right at all. In fact, he's actually left-leaning, but he's not like a neo-left-leaner, so they call him, like a Nazi.
Right.
It's like if you're not hanging out with someone that the general public deems problematic, you're generally fine unless you're either really over the line or historically have been. Like Leafy came back, he wasn't really very over the line anymore, but it's kind of like they held the past of what he did against his channel and kind of shoot him out of there even when he came back. Like they weren't worried about him because it's like, oh, he's gone. But then when he came back, it was like, oh, I don't want to deal with this again. It's kind of what it seemed like.
What did he, I don't know anything about Leafy, by the way. What did he do?
I don't really want to kick a hornet's nest with Leafy because he has a lot of fans. I have nothing against the guy.
Sure.
But he's been very critical of, like, women in terms of, like, the whole simp type thing of, like, oh, well, people just like this girl because she's hot. He made a lot of content about that, which kind of came off to YouTube, I guess, as harassment because it was directed towards specific people.
Oh.
In the past, he made a lot of videos making fun of kids, which I thought was in good faith because it was like a joke. Like, oh, this kid, it was kids who were putting themselves out there on the internet, making memes and stuff, and he would just make fun of it.
Sure.
I didn't really think there was a problem with that. I've never personally had a problem with Leafy's content. It's not my cup of tea for, like, watching it and enjoying it, but, like, I don't really see it as overly problematic either. I also know he's had a lot of beef and problems with people like H3H3 and other people, and it didn't help him that he was backed by Keemstar, and people almost hate on the people even associated with Keemstar, which is a little weird too because, I mean, your friends aren't you. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that whole thing. It was kind of weird. I watched this channel which people should check out if they ever get a chance. It's really cool. It's called Some Ordinary Gamers. I kind of agree with what he said to an extent where it's like, do I in some ways, I mean, I'm very much abridging what he said, but it's like in some ways, do I kind of get why it happened? Yeah, but it's a weird precedent to set. And it kind of makes people nervous because it's like, well, if this person gets banned, where does the bar go in terms of where's the line of acceptability? Because it's always changing. And the problem is that because there's so many YouTubers, it almost seems like the top 1% of them are not expendable and everybody else is replaceable because someone else will grow up and pass them. Like us, if we got booted off the platform right now, 50,000 people would maybe be disappointed. But it's not like PewDiePie, where it'd be like 100 million people freaking the hell out and getting angry.
Right.
You know,
right.
They don't want to deal. I don't think they want to deal with that. I think if it's a smaller thing, they're like, okay, this will blow over. I don't know that's the case, but I think that happens a lot with the moderation and stuff. I could be wrong. You know, I mean, like they've been very good to our channel. I always say that. It sounds like, oh, you're sucking up so you don't get in trouble. It's like, well, no. Overall, YouTube has been very good to the Degenerate J and the Degenerate Plays channel. I've had no issues with them, really. I haven't had anything demonetized in 6 months. The last time I did have something demonetized, I actually had it happen a week ago with a live stream, actually, though. And I submitted it for review. There were a couple edgy jokes in it. Somebody watched it and was like, this is fine. Who cares? And they remonetized it.
Well, that's cool.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, for me, I've had almost no problems with YouTube, just as a platform. But I get the jumpiness of like, oh, we're banning people now. Where does this end? You know, what is acceptable and what isn't? You know, is anyone getting special favors? Stuff like that. I get that makes people jumpy. So it's kind of a weird thing, you know?
It is, because it's hard too, because the bar is not super consistent either. So it feels like the bar is changing all the time, and so you don't really know what you can and can't say.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the problem, is just there's a lack of consistency with it. And so that's why you'll see randomly, like one of the YouTubers that I watch, one of his videos, he just talks about sports and just like kind of makes fun of sports teams and players and like just takes like the negative angle towards everything they're doing, basically, in a really funny way. And his video got demonetized and they didn't even give him a reason for it. It was just, there was rude and inappropriate content, and they didn't say what it was or what happened or why. And sending an appeal, didn't get a response. So like, I think that's part of the problem, is that there's just, like, they've been good to us and we've had, you know, really no issues, like you said, and you got that appeal taken care of quickly.
Right.
It just gets, I think it's tough because a lot of YouTubers deal with just a lack of consistency that's like, well, I don't know where the line is until I'm told what it, you know, when I hit it. And then even then, it's not specific. It's just, you hit a line. Well, what is that line? We don't know, but you hit it.
Yeah, you hit it. You figure it out.
Yeah.
And I do agree that's an issue. I mean, it's weird, though, because, like, even people like me, I get worried to even talk about it because I don't really want to put a crosshair on myself. Like, oh, this guy's critical of us. We better, you know, do something.
Right.
Which I also think is a problem because I shouldn't feel that way.
You should be able to talk freely about it.
There shouldn't even be an atmosphere where it feels like you're going to get any kind of, would you say, not retribution, I guess.
But I guess
action back at you?
Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, I mean, it's retaliation, maybe?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. And
how do I look, kid?
Oh, what's this?
No. Charming?
You cleaned up nice. Smell a lot better, too.
Ouch. Was hoping for a better first impression.
Oh, no, it was pretty good. You earned a lot of points with that scrappy suit stunt.
So
nice.
Would I have to leave and come back as Kamala to then go over to the fabrication machine as her and build something, basically?
I think so, and you have to find those patterns, too.
Oh,
so,
weird.
like, yeah, so that one, you just found that because it was part of that mission, but, like, I think in the Avengers Initiative and, like, in other parts of the game, too, if you do some exploring, and if you complete missions in a certain way, then you get those patterns, and that's how you unlock those suits. Or, like it was saying, if you get to level 50, then you get one, and stuff like that. So
Starting to really come to life again, eh?
You fishing for a compliment?
No, never. Just making an observation.
What are we supposed to do now? Do we...
If you hit up on the D-pad, it should give you... Check the inventory locker on the upper floor.
Oh, I actually
there
am
we go.
supposed to go there. Okay, well, I was there, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, I know what this is. This is from Destiny, basically.
Yeah.
I'm good on this. But no, you want me to go back.
It does kind of feel that way. It's just, it's a big... there's definitely a heavy focus on the grind with this game, is what I've noticed. Is they really want you to put a lot of hours to get some stuff.
I feel like that would be easier to convince players of if there was more stuff to get.
See?
Yeah,
And
not
easier.
trash.
Indeed. I'm sure you'll use this to store many more treasures. Sir, representatives from our friends at S.H.I.E.L.D. are now aboard the Chimera. Agent Morales is in the command nest. She may be able to help with the parts needed for the ship.
Great. Look forward to meeting her.